invite you to join me at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, because here, we're all about community. With like-minded people and businesses, the Chamber will help your business grow, and you get to connect with people that will become your best friends. Weekly events give you ample opportunities to learn alongside talented professionals. At the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, we are better together. Become a member at delraybeach.com. Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
I'm Jamil.
And we are back at this incredible home being built by Habitat for Humanity.
Yes, right here in beautiful Boynton Beach.
I mean, the sun is shining, and I can't believe it. When we pulled up, I was like, is this the same place?
Yeah, I forgot how long ago it was, but it was a couple months ago when we were here. It was just a shell.
And it feels like it wasn't that long ago to have so much progress.
Yes, a lot of progress for a nice family that's getting ready to come into this home. This is awesome. Habitat is doing some great things here.
They're always doing great things, and I think one of the best parts about Habitat is that they not only help within their own organization, but they step outside of their organization and help other organizations, and they're always doing good.
They're always looking to collaborate.
Yes.
They recognize, like, you know what, we can't do this all by ourselves. So what are some ways that we can collaborate with other organizations throughout Palm Beach County?
Yeah, I mean, it really is fantastic. And every member of their team is just so lovely to talk to be around. And you're gonna meet some of them later.
Yes, I totally agree. I love some of the projects that they have worked on, especially in Delray.
Like the Rock the Block?
The Rock the Block, that's one of my favorite events that they really brought to our city. And I know they do it nationwide, you know, but I love what they're doing in Delray with the Rock the Block event.
It's beautiful. So give us an update on the Atlantic High football team. How are you guys doing?
So we're 1-1. So we won our last game last week.
That's exciting. Congratulations, coach.
The kids are doing great. Like I said, we have a young team, but so every week these kids are learning different things about themselves.
Yeah.
Every team, I've been coaching football almost close to over 15 years, and every team that I coach, there's a different personality of every team, and I think now these kids are figuring out what their team personality is.
I love it.
I mean, it's great. It's great. It's been an awesome experience for me and the coaching staff.
That's great. And for the whole school too, to be able to see these boys come together and work hard for a goal.
No, definitely. I think with the administration, like I said, like it's not just me and the coaching staff that really looking after these boys. It's the administration, it's the teachers that's making sure that they stay focused in the classroom.
Yep.
You know, if the kids get off track, the teachers they're sending me emails.
Yep.
You know, which I love. They're communicating with me, and I respond back, and I let them know, you know, this is how we will handle this situation.
That's
even
wonderful.
down to the parents as well. You know, so just communicating with the parents on how their kids are doing academically, because you know the one thing that we want to remind the kids that they're student athletes and not just athletes.
Yes, I think that's super important. And I think a lot of times with coaches though too, I think sometimes coaches forget that school comes first and then the sports, you know, and I think that's really important that you're driving that message home that, you could be a great athlete, but you don't get the grades.
Right.
It's not going to work out. Colleges aren't going to look at you.
Yes, I totally agree. And I think, you know, just thank the community for showing the support coming out to the games. The last 2 home games we had, it's been a nice crowd.
Great.
We play again tomorrow night. It's a Thursday night game at 6:30 p.m. 6:30. So coming out, we're playing against North Miami Beach.
Okay.
So they're coming up. Another great team.
Yeah.
You know, so we have a challenge ahead of us, but I'm pretty sure our kids are gonna
persevere
and
they're gonna do it
and step up to that challenge. So I'm really excited to see them play.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
So exciting.
Yes.
So should we welcome our guests on?
Yes, let's do that.
Why don't we knock?
Let's knock.
And let them out. Come on out and play. Do you remember when you're a kid, you knock on the door like, come and play? Can you come play? Hi, guys.
Can Chloe come outside?
Chloe, come play. Can you guys come play with us? Hi, guys.
Welcome.
What a good-looking bunch this morning. In front of this beautiful home. I mean, what on earth? It's spectacular. The design, everything about it. And we were just talking when we were here last time, which doesn't feel like it was that long ago.
No.
And it was, you know, just beginning to look like a house. And now, I mean, this is incredible.
It's almost finished. Yeah.
So how far out are you from this house being finished?
We're hoping a couple months. And it's just because of delays, because of supply and demand.
Everything,
So otherwise it would have been quicker, but a couple of months we're hoping this is done. So we're very excited. The homeowners cannot wait.
I
so
bet.
we're very excited.
So maybe in time for the holidays?
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Everybody,
if not
everything.
right after, which is a gift, you know? I mean, either way, look at this beautiful
That would
home.
be the best Christmas gift for the
Right?
family.
Can you imagine?
But I know you guys can't control that. So
Nope, you can't. You guys have been doing everything you can to make it happen as quick as possible. How would it even happen this fast, given it like the climate of building where everybody's delayed on everything?
Everything, yes.
This is incredible. So we're really excited to hear all about this beautiful collaboration between your businesses. We think it's one of the things that makes the Chamber so special, and our town so special, is how many beautiful people come together to do good. So if you guys want to tell us a little bit about what you have going on, and also we want to hear a little bit about you guys and how we can support your businesses too.
Yeah, well, I think this whole initiative started with Jennifer and I meeting over lunch, and we were we had this concept of, hey, we know that you guys are doing some great things in the community. We know that you're building these homes for, these really worthy homeowners, and we also know that these homeowners are moving from, let's say, a one-bedroom apartment with multiple people living in there. They need furnishings for their home, and so. At the iTHINK Financial Credit Union, we're really big about giving back, and we were thinking about, perhaps there's a way that we could partner together with a family and help them get that home the way that they need it to be. Habitat for Humanity builds them the house. Maybe we can help make it a livable home for them. And Jennifer was like, all over it.
I didn't even know what to do. So I don't even know. This is amazing. I don't even know. I was so overwhelmed by that generosity from iTHINK and what they wanted to do with basically really sort of allowing a family to just walk in their house and have everything there, because I don't know if you know what they're doing. It's not just furniture, it's everything. It's going to be towels, it's going to be everything that they need, so they literally could just walk into the home with a bag. And so it's a huge campaign, the Building Up campaign. And what's been exciting is every single one of our meetings, because we meet a lot, and the other partners that we have embraced as well. We're so excited to hear from them as well. But we've had these meetings, and it's not just Steven, it's his whole team. It's the people in the community that actually were connected by the Chamber. So I mean, Sweet Dream Makers, we work really well with them, and I'm gonna let Chloe tell you what she's gonna be doing, because she's a big part of this as well.
Sure, and like we keep saying, the Chamber is all about collaboration. And so when I heard that iTHINK and Habitat were partnering to build this beautiful home, we're at the nonprofit council meeting. Everyone always likes to kind of share their resources and how we can help one another. No competition, all collaboration is what I always say. If Rachel's talking about the furnishings, and we're like, well, Sweet Tree Makers does the beds and bedding, so let us just help bolster this. Let's help bring it to the next level. So, the family will get their own mattresses and bed frames, box springs, and bedding of their choice. So it's going to be really special. You've got the house, but you want to make it feel like home.
Right. I was just about to touch on that point, especially after Stephen said it, like Habitat comes in, build a house, but the things that you guys are doing, that's what really makes really makes a home. Like when you walk in, it's that, because a lot of times you think about moving and you thinking about building a house and really trying to put everything together. He's like, oh my gosh, how are we going to get this? It can be really stressful. But you guys are really making it really easy. So that's why I think when people put their heads together, these are the type of things that come out of this.
That's when magic happens.
When Rachael from iTHINK met Rachael, the Realtor.
Yeah.
Tell them what happened with that. That was awesome.
So again, back to Chloe and collaboration and being a chamber member. We were in an ambassadors group, and I've been a realtor in the area for years, and so many of my sellers and buyers have furniture that nobody wants. And unfortunately, I was telling the story that I just had a seller who literally trashed gorgeous furniture as I had to close on the house. She moved and she picked up a junkyard to come get the stuff.
That drove me crazy.
Oh my
gosh.
Well, especially when we have Restore here too.
A lot of people
Recycle and
just don't
use.
know.
Yes.
What they don't know, they
Yeah.
have to go in a
Yeah.
hurry.
Doing it
And
quick.
furniture is so disposable. So when I heard of these houses and met Chloe through this whole thing, I wanted to do what I can as a realtor, and I share with other realtors in the area. So many realtors have this issue with furniture that we can help give it in people in need, and that's how I came to join and collaborate with all of them. So I'm so blessed to be a part of this, not being in a nonprofit, but being in an industry where I can help give back to
Supporting
others.
nonprofits.
Yes.
Supporting the nonprofits.
Incredible. I mean, really, just what a beautiful collaboration that happens so naturally because all four of you were like, oh, wait, I have something that I can do to help.
Absolutely.
And it's something that, you know, yes, you are taking you're going above and beyond to help, but at the same time, it was something that just came really naturally to you while you're thinking about a way to help.
Right.
So, and if I remember correctly, there's kids that are going to be here. They have little girls,
three
right?
girls.
3 girls.
Baby, two
So I can only imagine how cute the bedding's going to be that you guys are going to come up with for them.
You know, it's so dignifying.
Yes.
We don't want to tell a child like, okay, you like pink, you
Right,
like blue,
right.
whatever. So a family that I visited just a couple months ago, we walked in with Spider-Man bedding, and he's like, how did you know? I'm like, well, you know, your caseworker told us that you were 8 and you like superheroes. So it really worked out. But
That's so
we want every
cute.
child to feel like
Yeah.
this is my safe
Yeah.
place, this is clean, it's comfortable, I can read for 15 minutes before bed
Right.
and fall asleep well. And the parents and the caregivers, they're working so hard to provide, and like in this climate and this economy, it's just so difficult, and the poverty line is rising. So we want, you know, those people that are contributing, whether it's a home health care worker or someone that's working in a local grocery store or taking care of our elderly, you know, like we want them to have a good night's rest too.
Absolutely.
And so we continue to partner with Habitat, especially right here in Palm Beach County, that any family that has a house but needs to make it feel like home and have that safe space, like Sweet Dream Makers wants to be a part of it.
And like we talked about last time we had you, Chloe, like especially for kids, not having that good rest affects everything, their school,
my gosh,
their personality, everything. I mean, it does for all of us. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm a little grumpy. I'll just speak for myself. But you know, even for kids, though, it's even worse. And I think so having a beautiful bed to be able to come home to, it empowers them to be able to go and start their day.
August, you know, was back to school season for so many charities, for families all over, you know, the United States. But Sweet Dream Makers give out 414 beds in August alone.
Wow!
It was I know, it's huge, and you know, it's like we celebrate, we clap, but like
but
those
it's
were
also
children
sad.
that were sleeping on the floor, and so we really are
sad.
humbled to bring that respite. But it was our biggest year to date in the past 5 years. So we're about to hit 13,000 beds, and every single one of those numbers is a child. It's a baby. It's a teen. And so their grades get better, their homework habits improve, and their sleep quality. It's really a huge ripple effect. So that's our little piece. Like that's what we're good at. That's what we have the resources for. So just another home.
And it's not a little piece. That's a big
It's a
piece.
huge piece.
Yeah,
a huge piece.
And I have to say, Stephen, I think that I know really.
I think.
You guys are everything. So when you talk about being out in the community, every community event, I see your logo.
Everyone.
Everything. So can you talk about, I think, financial and what I can tell what you guys stand for. You guys give back to the community big time. But I want you to just to tell the viewers, you know, more about your I think financial.
Yeah. Well, we started in 1969 as IBM Southeast Employees Credit Union. Credit unions give back to their communities naturally, but they also give back to their members. And so, you know, we're a way that people can find lower rates on loans, but better dividends on deposits and lower fees if we even have fees. And so what we do with that money is we reinvest it, you know, into our communities, into our membership. And our CEO, Mike Miller, started our iTHINK Community Foundation back in 2015. And it was a visible vehicle to be able to give back to the communities we serve. And so a lot of what we do revolves around kids. We give back to kids in the form of school supplies, kids in need that go to Head Start schools. We partner with them to give them a backpack full of school supplies, money to buy an outfit or a uniform, haircuts. because, you know, again, these
that's
kids need
important.
something.
I wouldn't have even thought of
Yeah,
that.
they're going back to school, and you know, these families that are part of this Head Start program are literally the working poor.
Yeah.
And so the foundation helps them get ready for school. And then in the holidays, we help those same kids get ready to celebrate the holidays, and we provide them gifts that are wrapped by our employees, and that our employees go out and buy. And so it's really, you know, when I hear about some of the things that you guys are, you know, doing, to me, it's incredible that the chamber has, you know, people like this that are members that just want to give back.
Yes,
And I can
so
tell you, every
many.
chamber event we have where our community events manager, Rachael Gannon, is at, or our community development manager, Tiffany Flood, is at, we pick up another participant in building up. I mean, they just talk about, you know, what we're doing, and people are like, I want to get involved. So, you know, I feel like every time we have an event with the chamber, it's getting, you know,
And Rachael
better.
and Tiffany came to the furnishings that we're providing to this house with all of their volunteers from iTHINK to empty from my cellars a 2-bedroom unit. And we had such a great day of collaboration, of taking out the furniture, and the support from these volunteers and workers. Amazing. It was a great day.
It says a lot about the employees, because what
Yes.
people may not know is we've been partnering with actually quite a long time before this collaboration.
Okay.
One of the biggest pieces of what our families go through is financial literacy.
Yes.
And so they volunteer their time. Tiffany specifically actually comes and teaches our families about fixing their credit, about, you know, anything with financial literacy. They're a big partner of ours already for many, many years on the financial literacy part. So we've been working together for a long time before this particular project.
And our company culture is like, it's so authentic, so genuine, and it's contagious, really. Like, you see that it's not just believing that people need help and, you know, sending thoughts. It's like, okay, how many levels can we take this to share our time, talent, and resources to all the families that are in need of it?
Well, I have to apply because I am a member. As well. I am a member, and I have to say that just the savings from everything that I've taken advantage of, all the way down to car insurance. You know, it's so many things that I've saved. And I was sitting with Rachael one time, and I was explaining to her what I was doing with the kids at Atlantic High School about our college tour. She was like, "Oh my gosh, can we support?" And I'm like, "How do you want to support?" She's like, "Oh, we want to make a donation to you." You know, so she put me in contact with Tiffany, and you know, you guys supported our college tour, which is awesome. You know, so I've been ecstatic. I mean, I've been really happy with everything that I received from your team and from your business. So I applaud you guys on everything.
You don't hear that a lot in banking. Because I think I might be making a switch. I think I might be making that switch because, you know, some of the banks that I use, not so friendly, definitely don't give back. They just want to keep hitting you with fees. And I'm like, what is this for? And I think it's so important that you care about the members of your bank, and you're giving back to the communities that they're a part of.
I think it's so good at what they do that they're helping their members save.
Right?
And the members can give continually to what their passions are too.
Exactly. Instead of taking all the fees, they can donate it and help.
I wanted to go back to the thing we were talking about, the back to school drive, giving those kids the supplies and everything that they need, all the way down to the haircuts. We had a situation the first week of school. I had a parent reach out to me and said, "No, I'm not sending my child to school for the first week." And I'm like, "Why?" Because he doesn't have any shoes. And I was just telling my friend over here the story. She was like, "What? He doesn't have any shoes?" Guess what she does? She goes out and buys him shoes.
I made sure they were like high school boy because I don't know. I'm like, "Jamel, which of these?" He's like, "This one." I'm like, "Okay, let's get him some shoes." But that's the thing. There's so many kids in this position that you don't realize that this one little change, getting shoes, you know, and so many people, myself included, take for granted. We go and buy shoes when we need shoes. My kid complains and wants new shoes all the time. But so many people don't have the ability to do that. So having people in the community that step up and say, "Oh my gosh, yes, let's donate school supplies, a haircut," that's gonna make that kid excited to go to school, and the parents. And this particular parent was so embarrassed because she didn't want to send her child to school and too humble to ask anybody that, you know, this kid could have missed out on a very important part of his life. And instead, he was able to get, and Jamel bought him clothes, I got him shoes, and he went to school and was able, you know, to start the year right.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. You know, the biggest thing I can say though, the haircut. The haircut
Yes.
does something to a young man.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes.
If you just watch, that's why they put that mirror in front of your face. Just watch how the facial expressions change. You know, you might lick your lips. You know, you might do something. Am I lying? When you get a haircut,
What do you think
yeah, it does something to your
Being a
confidence.
teenager is hard enough, so
Yes.
we can help them feel the sense
Yes.
of dignity
Right.
sitting next to their classmates that like, I feel like a part of the school.
Yeah.
I feel like I can make a friend. I feel like I have the confidence to say hello to someone that might be sitting alone.
Yes.
It's a huge ripple effect.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And what are some other projects that Habitat is really working on? I know you guys have a lot of things coming up.
have a lot of
I seen
things
something
coming
about the CEO build or something
We
coming
do,
up.
yes. Actually, tomorrow night we're having our kickoff for our CEO build, and that's actually going to be taking place in a house in Delray.
Oh, yay!
Exciting, everybody,
Yes.
everybody. So we have the kickoff. The actual build is October 13th and 14th in Delray. C-suite executives and CEOs are coming out. We have quite a bit have already signed up.
That's great.
And you know, that's basically how we fund
Yes.
building houses, just like the one we're sitting in front of is by those campaigns.
Yes.
And you know, with this campaign, this particular project, what iTHINK did was they actually created a whole application process. So basically, any families that are in the queue, meaning their house is on the ground, their house is being built, they all apply for this. And so their team, iTHINK's team, really looks at those applications, and then they choose the family that actually gets their whole house furnished.
Yeah.
But all the families will get a little something.
That's
So again, the giving back just doesn't end,
beautiful.
and they put a process behind it, and it's something that's they want to
Wow.
replicate. This is something that they want to be a
Wow.
program, and we're so excited to have that ongoing partnership with
And
iTHINK. It's
Jennifer,
huge.
how many houses do you guys have in the works right now? Because you always have a
We
lot of
always
things
do.
going on.
Yes, we build about 6 to 8 houses a year. Right
Which
now,
is
we
a
have
lot of houses
we
in
have
a year.
8 houses between Boynton and Delray in different phases right now. Yes,
That's
So
incredible.
we're excited.
So for people who are watching and they want to get involved in any of the things that you guys are doing, because Chloe with Sweet Dream Makers and obviously Habitat, how can they get involved with you guys and be part of this beautiful group that you're creating here?
But you can find out more about Building Up by going to ithinkfi.org/foundation, and you'll see the Building Up initiative as part of that. I know that that's one of the events that we're working on together with Habitat for Humanity, and I'm just delighted to have these other colleagues as part of this, because that's where I feel like Jennifer and I were able to come up with this concept, but we never had a vision that it was going to spread.
Oh, this is incredible!
We have a footprint in Georgia, and they're like, "What are you guys doing now
Yes.
with this program? How can we get involved?" Because just it spread like wildfire. And to your point about our employees are so excited about this. They're like, "When can we get involved? Let's start donating time to build a home, and then furnish that home." So everyone is really excited about getting involved. And again, it all came about because of the chamber. So we really thank you guys for being the catalyst for that.
Wonderful. I mean, I think that really it speaks volumes, and people say, why should I join the chamber? It's things like this.
Things like this.
Even if it's, because some people say, oh, I have enough business. I don't know why people would say they have enough business. I always want more business as a business owner. I mean, come on, bring it on. But I think it's things like this, it's these connections, these friendships, these like-minded people that you can get together with and do good. Even if you're not trying to help your own business, help another business.
So organic, and I think about Rachael too, like the moment we met, she's offering help. What can I do to help Sweet Dream Makers? Who can I connect with?
Yes.
And like you landed here with these amazing people, but there's a lot of realtors out there.
Yes.
And they're not doing what Rachael is
they're not.
offering. And
No.
so you can be good at your business, but like, how are you helping your community
Yes.
grow? And you're a beautiful example of
Yes,
that,
she
really.
is.
Yeah.
And you love
Absolutely.
Rachael.
Thank you, and I encourage everybody who's watching or that just making the awareness of the furniture need, whether you're in real estate or you're not here in the area. It is so important to reach out to this website or to me at RachelRealtor1@gmail.com, and I can help get the furniture where it needs to go, whether beds to Sweet Dream Makers or Habitat or anybody else that needs them, because there are so many people in need of furniture here in our area, especially at these times.
People are moving, they scramble, but with just a little bit of extra planning.
Yeah.
Yep.
a little bit of mentioning it to someone you know that, hey, I know you're moving in a couple of months. Have you thought, you know, who might benefit from your furniture that you're no longer using that's so gently used, right? So it just takes a little extra step that you're not moving out in one weekend and you got to call moving company, you got to call the dumpster, you know, so just a little extra planning and letting people in the community know that that's an option.
And then do you come and pick up the furniture for people, or how does that happen if they're trying to get rid of their furniture?
Sweet Dreams comes and picks up
Okay.
in the area, correct?
That's
We do
great.
pickups locally.
So if you're
in Delray on
watching and you're
Saturday.
moving,
But really, it's where
and our Restore
Habitat
picks
can
up.
take
And Restore will pick
most
up.
of that furniture
Perfect.
because, you know, a lot of the homes are much larger where we're providing beds and essential furniture to
So it's a
smaller
smaller
apartments
job.
and, you know, kitchenettes, like maybe a dresser. So really, Habitat Restore is a great place for that. You know, we do more of the beds, and then you guys have a lot more of the furniture and the warehouse
Great.
capacity.
Yes.
We don't.
yes, they do.
And to reflect on that, iTHINK came with their own truck that they got and volunteers.
Whoa,
So
wow.
They're
again,
holding all the furniture.
We're not a moving.
I think moving company. We have a new division for you. You're welcome.
It was funny, actually, one of the residents, because this was a 7-story condo unit that we were moving from the 7th floor.
Down-
So
it was
we
the
got it all done
elevators.
in about 2 hours, and one of the residents was poking his head out, and he was like, "I need your card." And we were like, "Oh, okay, great. What's going on today?" And he was like, "I'm moving in a month." We were like, "No, we don't
Like,
do moving services."
It's not, I think, moving. Financial.
they were great movers, and again, this is just a reminder
Yes.
to people who we can rent a truck as well
Yeah.
and collaborate and get some volunteers
Yes.
and get the furniture
Yep.
where it needs to go. It doesn't have to be picked
Yes.
up, so
Right.
we can give back in other ways.
We need an
Perfect.
app. Like, who needs furniture and who's
Yes.
Do we know anybody? Do we know
There's an
anybody?
idea.
No, I'm busy.
We need to start something on that.
I have to say that and applaud all you guys and
Thank you.
if nobody's
For all your
ever
hard
said it
work.
to you guys, we really appreciate
Yes.
you.
Thank
and
you.
So much.
Yes. So it's
Really.
some awesome work that you guys are doing and impacting the lives of these kids and these families. So I love it. And it's infectious. Like, this is my
Yes.
breakfast this morning right now. It's
Yes,
just giving
it
me the
is.
energy.
It's true.
It is.
It's why we wake up early Wednesday mornings to
Yeah,
celebrate.
sometimes we'll have food because sometimes we'll be at a restaurant, but this is my breakfast.
I
right
agree.
now.
I
This
agree. This
really,
is better.
Really feed my soul. I really love it.
This is the best. For sure.
Yes. So
For sure.
is there anything else that you guys want to share that we're missing about your organization that you want to share with our viewers?
You have something? Don't you have stuff coming up? Do you have anything coming up?
Oh, we always have things coming up. Yeah, we've got a really great event season for quite a few fundraisers. For Delray locally, you can find us at Hoptoberfest. So you heard about Beds and Brews a few months ago.
was
It was
so much
fantastic
fun.
at Opportunities. And so I talked to John and Hope over at Opportunities. I said, let's do something again. Do you want to partner for Do Good Delray? So
Do Good
we're the
Delray!
first event
Delray.
on October 1st. Come join us. It's going to be just a really fun day. And there's 27 events for Do Good Delray happening in October. So
We
make
have
sure
one.
you go on the chamber website. Yep, you guys have one too. Just a whole plethora of passions that you can contribute to and businesses that you can connect with as these nonprofits and for-profits partner up to literally do good in Delray. So it's just going to be a giant goodness fest all October long. And you guys have an event
your
too.
website. What's your website?
Oh, my website is sweetdreammakers.org. As long as you remember Sweet Dream Makers, you
Yes,
can find us online.
find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are doing an event, Do Good Delray. It's actually on October 19th, I believe, which is Support Your Chamber Day.
Aw.
Pick that strategically.
great.
So we'll do a breakfast and build. So we'll have breakfast
Oh.
at one of our
We'll
homes.
be there.
So that'll be another event. And our website is habitatsouthpalmbeach.org. So if anybody wants to get involved in any way, they can just go to the website.
Perfect. And as a realtor, I don't have anything going on but selling
You have
real
tons of
estate.
stuff going on.
Yes, look at all the good work you're doing, girl.
I urge everybody out there to reach
Yes.
out for the furniture.
Yep.
It's so important, and I feel so blessed to be a part of this group to give back in a way I never thought I could as a realtor. So it's
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Well, September is our anniversary at iTHINK Financial. So we're celebrating our anniversary with our members and other people in our communities that we serve. We're partnering with Chick-fil-A to do catering at each one of our branches. And so you can go to ithinkfi.org to figure out the closest location to you and the next branch celebration.
That's great.
I think I need to visit the branch.
Yeah. What was that date again?
We're gonna do a tour.
We need to go to it.
Yeah, we just go to all of them. Hey, I'm in Point. I think I'm stopping here right now. But thank you guys again for being on this show and providing
We
us with our
appreciate
breakfast
you.
and our uplift this morning. So
Thank you for all that you do in our
yes.
community.
Yes.
Thank you.
We wouldn't be the same without you guys.
Yes, no problem. And you know what? No further ado. We love you. Have a Delray day. Peace.
I invite you to join me at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce because here we're all about community. With like-minded people and businesses, the Chamber will help your business grow, and you get to connect with people that will become your best friends. Weekly events give you ample opportunities to learn alongside talented professionals. At the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, we are better together. Become a member at delraybeach.com.